1978 Triumph Stag. This is the first time it's seen the light of day for 30 plus years, and it hasn't been on the road for about 40 years. This was originally my grandpa's car. Bought it as the second owner in about 1981. Drove it for a few years and then decided to have it restored. Unfortunately, had it stripped down, ready for a respray, where it was resprayed, and they did a really bad job, both of the respray and of the stripping down. It's a model with a hard top. You can see this damage here and all along here, and here. Bit of a story to it really. After it was resprayed, they put the hard top back on to tow it home, and where it clips on, there's a clip sort of here, here, here and at the back. Because it didn't have the rubbers on after the respray, the whole thing flew off on the motorway, landed on the floor, scratched it all, broke the back window, but also it's really bent. Obviously that's not lined up properly at the minute, but you can see it's touching there, and it's a country mile off on that side. I mean, luckily these days this is going to be a high day and holiday car, and we can just use the T-bar and the soft top. The aim of this is to get it restored. It's a bit of a mess really. Whoever's resprayed it stripped the whole thing right down. It's not a good respray at all, but they've even taken the engine out. We've got the original Triumph V8, which was a really good engine, didn't have any specific problems with it, which if as long as you look after the cooling system, you can buy an upgraded water pump, run it on the right coolant, change it regularly, then they are really good. This is an S reg, an S suffix, so it's 78, off the road in about 84, 85, so it didn't actually do very much. Let's have a look inside. 70s luxury, all the wood in there, and then a bit of a jigsaw. Don't normally like jigsaws, but I can get on board with one that's covered in oil like this. Try and focus in there. 61,204 miles. Off the road for 40 years. Really poor respray. Got overspray absolutely everywhere. All along here, underneath, in the boot, on the boot carpet. This looks huge. I think this is where the fuel tank goes, which I've got separately. The engine's stripped right down. A bit of trim. I think that's for the front. Is that for there? Look at that. Looks better already. Just stuck a tenner on the value. I don't know how much of this is just poor respraying and how much of it is just typical British Leyland in the 70s anyway. Really solid underneath. Let's have a look. Original sills, never been welded. Don't know whether this was shot blasted before it was resprayed. The only reason I say that, I mean, it would have been still 40 years ago, but this doesn't seem to have any paint on it. This is all surface rust. I keep seeing these YouTube shorts of people doing dry ice blasting. I don't know whether that's a way forward with it. This is never going to be a concours car. Just want to get it running as cheaply as possible, and then take my family out for afternoon tea on a hot sunny day. I'm not interested in winning any show and shines or anything. Wheel arches. A little bit of bubbling there. Really solid otherwise. This door's suffered. It's got some balls here. It all seems solid, but probably want to strip that back and maybe put some rust converter, lana guard, absolutely everything. Get you right in this wheel arch here. I think that's a bit of ivy that's grown on it while it was standing. It has been dry stored. It's been in a really nice dry garage since the 90s. I don't know where these normally suffer, but just based on other cars I've worked on, I'd have said the arches look really solid. There are little spot welds going around, and I can't see any spot welds from there to there, so I'm guessing that that's all been filled over at some point. And the same here. That definitely looks like a bit of David Isopon special. I don't know what happened here. Looks like it's been dented where presumably it was dented before, because this is definitely filler as well. Inside we've just got a mass of parts. I didn't know they did these as a V12 because we seem to have 3 sets of head gaskets, unless they just thought they'd carry a spare one just in case. We've got a cam there. I don't know what this is. Fan drive unit. Sump for the engine. I'll do another video on the engine. That looks like a bit of a dishwasher. I don't think that's needed. A light. It really is a jumble. What's that? Water pump maybe? Now, if anyone's got any recommendations where I could maybe take this, I'm not afraid of doing some work myself, but I think I'm going to need so many spare parts, nuts, bolts, all the annoying small bits that inevitably are going to be missing. Oh, the hood is in there. Have to try that at some point. Some more chrome, brake servo, got the grille, repair panel. I thought that was probably from it, but it's got a wing indicator, so if anybody recognises that. No, that's got nothing to do with this. There you go, bonus prize if anyone can tell me what that's off. I'm hoping this is going to be a part 1. Hopefully it's not a part 1 of 1, and we can start to see some progress. I'll do another video soon of the engine. And yeah, any advice, any tips, let me know.